From Bears Last Stand to Saban's empire, we built the league, broke the mold, and rewrote the code. Crimson Tide, unstoppable, undeniable, untouchable. 7-9 champs, goal line stand. Barry Cross made Penn State fold their hand. Chile ran, Ogilvie danced. Sugar Bowl glory, banner advance. Ray Perkins brought Bennett's wrath. 3-time All-American cleared the path. Bill Curry's crew, Siren Stacy's fire. Deep steep crown, Crimson never tired. Gene Stallings, 9-2 reign. Teague stripped Miami, left them in pain. Jay Barker Lassick, Odin Tide. Langham locked down, Thorpe took flight. We're nothing but a winner. The best to ever do it. Crimson Tide rolls deep. No one cannot do it. Built for the light, bred for the fight. We don't chase greatness, we define it right. Saban touchdown, turn fire to flame. 6 rings later, they chant his name. And Graham ran wild, first Heisman won. 2009 Texas came undone.
Roll Tide, everybody, Roll Tide, and welcome back to Tight Sports. We're going to get right into this doggone the rest of this quarter class. Just a reminder, Tuesday night, Around the Herd is my segment where I go live 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. You can also catch me hanging out sometimes, just smoking a stogie on TikTok. Have a little more informal type of conversations over there. Still keep it PG-13, and I like hanging out over there. It's a pretty cool place to be. Now that I understand it, old man with a cell phone over here. Now, we've already gone through, one more thing. I got a couple more segments I'm gonna be dropping at you guys. Now we know Around the Herd, I look at the Crimson Tide, all Crimson Tide athletics. Now, Across the Tundra is a segment I'm gonna come up with where I'm gonna be looking at the whole gamut of college athletics. If something comes up that's of note, you know what I'm saying? If something comes up that just makes sense, like I got they have investigations going on. Do you know that they're investigating programs for money laundering, dealing with this doggone NIL stuff? Yeah, man, people doing all kind of stuff. They're all up in these programs. They're trying to break them down. Do you know that people are still cheating? Huh? You know people still cheating out there at NIL? And I just can't let it go, man. I think we're going to always have people trying to get over, but I want y'all to know that the level playing ground, we already know the playing fields ain't very level when it comes to NIL, because some folks just got a lot of different money from different sources, legal sources, but then some people over here just doing the most. I mean, doing just straight foolishness. Trying to go to jail. Well, if you got money to launder, you were already trying to go to jail. But trying to use NIL for my personal benefit, I have to take an anti-money laundering class every year. Oh boy. So I want to cover those things. It's going to be called I'm thinking it'd be called Across the Tundra. Anyway, I'm going to be looking at just different things that are affecting the game that we love. And I think you will enjoy my insights, and I would enjoy your comments as well. Now, we've already covered Ethan Stengel, our long snapper out of the portal. And we've also covered Lorcan Quinn, our kicker out of the portal, and our newest DB to add to our wonderful secondary room, Carmel O'Neal, defensive back. Again, he's from FCS school. He's 6'4", 200 pounds. I just hope he runs like a 4.2. Anyway, I also found out that during the Alabama game, whoever he covered didn't catch a reception. So I don't know if that was one person or if that was several people, but whoever Mr. O'Neal was covering for the University of Alabama did not catch a pass, and that's big. That's when we was paying Mercer. When you think everybody's running wide open against Mercer, right? Not the person that was being guarded by Mr. O'Neal, was not running wide open. Now, next up, we got Josh Ford, tight end, 6'5", 6'6", 265. He's from Stillwater, Oklahoma, out of Stillwater High School, and he was playing in Stillwater for Oklahoma State. And last year, he had 8 receptions, 92 yards, 1 touchdown. He was a rotational type tight end. He had 4 stars. He has 2 years left. You know, we use a lot of tight ends, and I'm finding out that we got an X tight end and a Y tight end. What they do, I don't know. I don't know what they do. I just know we play a lot of tight end. Now, his huge frame and his inline blocking is elite. That is his doggone, his thing. You know, we're going to need some people we put in the game, catch a couple passes, but more important, I need you to take that doggone strong safety or that doggone defensive, the outside linebacker and put him in the dirt. I was about to say something else, put something else in the dirt. He brings physicality into the run game, and he's replacing some people. We had a guy that didn't play that much. We also lost Josh Cuevas. He's probably going to the NFL. And his need for improvement is how to get in and out of the breaks. So, I mean, I guess we got a new tight end coach, or maybe we're going to get that to Nix as well. But anyway, Nix, if you got that cattle prod, he'll get him in and out of breaks. I'm not saying the man has a cattle prod. I'm just hoping that he does. Anyway, his stampede factor is a 5. As I said, I got a new when I'm looking at these players, I came up with something called a stampede factor. That is like, how tough is this guy? Does he start fights on the field, at practice, in the locker room, or down there by the convenience store? Is he fighting at Walmart? Is he fighting at home at family reunions? You know what I'm saying? Maybe this man just got a problem with fighting. He'd be too crazy. I got 1 to 7 is my doggone factor, but if he got 11, I don't know if he need to be on the team. But that aside, folks, I'm just using what they're saying about him in the journals and the journalists and the writers and the reporters and the coaches' comments. I want to know how nasty these people that are coming here, because obviously people that we got so far last year wasn't very nasty. I mean, it was a very clean game to watch. I didn't have to wipe the blood off my TV or nothing last year. Not at all. Not one game. Unless we were the ones bleeding. Anyway, they got the stampede factor on this man is a 5. They say Ford is a classic Oklahoma country boy who loves to drive defenders into the bench. I like that. We're going to need that kind of thinking around here. Now we're getting good. Number 5, we got Caleb Smith, 6'5", 270. Let's see, he's coming over from Washington. Now, he's from Parker High School in Alabama. So he went from Birmingham to Washington. He redshirted. He has no stats. He was, he was not highly touted, but he was touted, coming out of high school. 0 starts, got all 4 years left. He got an explosive first step. He knows what Alabama's all about, being from Birmingham. He has a high ceiling, but he's a developmental pass rusher. And they're trying to see if they can work this out. But at that size, he's a project worth having. If we can develop him into something. But in 2 years, he could be 285 jacked and ripping the head off lines. And guess what he's going to do? Off in the portal he may go. But for right now, we hoping the best. So overall, he needs to work on his play, his strengths and skills. He's still coming out of high school stuff. His stampede factor is a 4. So that's right in the middle of the road right there. So he plays with high energy, but he's yet to show a consistent mean streak out there on the field. People waiting to see it all come up out of him, at the college level. Because I tell you, you should watch a lot of these films. Some of these people don't have technique. They're just picking up people's children and throwing them over across hash marks. So maybe that's not what he's doing now. So they want to see more of that. Maybe that's why he didn't hit the field there at Washington. But he's in a big league now. Just remember, young man, Jacksonville State is right on the other side of the interstate. It won't take long to get you there. Next up, Devon Tompkins, defensive lineman. I mean, the boy was on these defensive linemen. I just hope they nasty and they can keep them nasty. 6'5", 265, transferring over from USC. I heard a lot about this guy. I heard a lot about this guy. Let's see. Devon Tompkins is he had 31 tackles, 3 sacks. He had 9 career starts. He has 2 years left. His strength is his lateral agility, his versatility along the line. He brings much needed depth to a thin defensive line rotation. It was thin until this portal closed, tell you that much. his areas for improvement are holding the point of attack against double teams. That means they're gonna have to get that man in the weight room because 265 ain't gonna do it. Maybe he need to be at 280 and be about 20% stronger. Because just because you get double team don't mean you can get rolled over. So anyway, got him coming there. Now his motor, he has a high motor and he has a stampede factor of 4, but he is more of a finesse pass rusher. But we got to do something to get some nastiness in it. So maybe we have to hold his pet dog hostage, or hold his goldfish over open flame and see if we can get some fire up under that boy. You know what I'm saying? You want this goldfish not to get boiled up for dinner? All right, get on out there, make it happen. What you know about Shelly? What y'all know about Shelly Farcone out there? Anybody know who Shelly? Put it in the comment if you know who Shelly Farcone is. Next up, another defensive lineman, Kendrick Bingley Jones. That's Bingley-Jones, defensive lineman, 6'4", 320. Big boy, coming over from Mississippi State. He was at UNC before that. This man, he was injured a lot last season, and maybe that's why we're gonna while we're taking advantage of getting him on the team. Lost my place. Maybe that's why we're gonna be able to get him over here on the team. He did have 15 tackles last year, but he was more like a run stopper. He is pure bulk. He's a heavy hand. He got heavy hands when it comes to the run game. That means that he can take on those double team blocks. You know what I'm saying? He's looking to replace some of that Tim Keenan type of stuff we got going on. He has 10 career starts. He has a year left. So hopefully he's it says he's a SEC hardened interior presence. We need that. We need all that. You know what I'm saying? We got to rotate him with somebody. This guy plays a series, he plays a series. But his area for improvement is snap to snap consistency and his stamina. Came to the right place. We got the guy you want to see. Let's just run him up and down the interstate. He'll be fine. Now, on the stampede factor, he's a 5. They say he's a grown man in the trenches who plays with a veteran chip on his shoulder. I mean, he don't take the little stuff from these little boys out there. Problem is, side note, everybody out there is just as old as him. So we're not going to take that and just run with it and just say we're going to get a championship. But this is a pivotal year. Don't you think this is a pivotal year? Year 3 for Coach Kalen Deboer? Because I told you were looking at 4 years with any coach we brought in. We're looking at 4 years with Coach Kalen Deboer. This is a pivotal year. This kind of lets you know, like, do you want to save money and just roll on into year 4, or we going to put something behind them? 10 wins is a lot. 4 losses is even more of a lot. It's a pivotal year. So guys like this we really need, but it gets better. Man, I'm all over the place. Now, this is a guy I prefer, like what's his name, Carmel, coming over from FCS. I'm kind of funny about that. Like we playing with the big boys, right? And we getting ready for the Big Ten, right? So I'm like, you getting somebody, you gotta be real careful going down to get somebody from FCS school. But this guy right here, Racine Delgatti, he has been causing a thunderstorm of comments in the doggone portal. He's 6'3", 300 pounds. Now he plays at Cal Poly. I don't know if it's going to be California Polytechnical University, or if it's the other way around, University of California Polytechnic. I don't know. He's a redshirt sophomore. This man, they're saying he got like 316 snaps already. He only allowed 1 sack in 20 starts. He has 2 years left. They say his strength is his high football IQ. Now, when you look at like Parker Brailsford, this guy is bigger than Parker Brailsford. But one thing they say about Parker Brailsford, he has a high football IQ. And also, Mr. Delgatti is a technical perfection. It's technical perfection at center. He does it flawlessly, even at 300 pounds, and we need that. So hopefully he can come in and plug right in, or at least bring some competition. But he brings stability to the pre-snap communication, which Lord Jesus, boy, if I saw Ty Simpson change another play, I was just gonna throw myself out my window. I'm on the first floor. I was gonna throw myself out the window. And when somebody change plays on you in 3 times 35 seconds, like in the huddle, at the line, and then the end of the play clock, that's a lot. I mean, we still won 10 games, but we lost too many. So they say he has to get ready for the physicality. That's something he should better work on in the next 6 months, as long as he got those other guys coming from other places, stand across the yard and slap him. People always say this, under Saban is iron versus iron, but if you ain't got no iron out there, man, you're gonna get cut up. But it seems like when it comes to the real game, when the real iron show up. But so he got to work on his physicality. So does this entire team. SEC nose guards, 340, 300 to 340. You got to get ready for that. Is he going to be able to hold up? Now, they said this stampede factor, they give him a 5. They say he's reported as a nasty technician. I like that. They say he's nasty, who doesn't stop until the whistle blows. And I hope sometimes he can't hit a damn whistle. I like it. They say he's a nasty technician. That's what I'm talking about. That's not like that. Now, forgive me for this next name. Number 9 on my list, Desmond Yumio Zulu. Yumio Zulu. He's an edge rusher out of South Carolina. His measurables are 6'6", 240. A lot of people were saying, like, man, this dude he ain't played no games. South Carolina, he's a senior. But he has 19 tackles, 2 for a loss, and 1 sack. Now, he has 1 start. I don't like that. But he's played in 36 games. He only has 1 year left to play. So are we getting somebody who's ready to go to the next level based on his stats? There's plenty of opportunity to play defense over in South Carolina. They want to feel a lot. So I'm uneasy, but the reviews are mixed. But in front of him, there were some pretty good players. So sometimes it's hard to get on the field. His strengths are his massive wingspan, 6'6", and his elite closing speed. So maybe he can just dial something up, get that man around the corner, make him look like Will Anderson from time to time. He brings experienced rotational pass rush specialist. I'm not sure how he is against the run. And that's one of the things they say he needs to work on, his functional strength against the run. He's been in the SEC for 3 years. You got to have that figured out a little bit. Either you can get stronger, whatever. Anyway, he has a stampede factor of 6 because he's known for his high-intensity practice scraps. So this man out there fighting. I kind of like that. I like the cut of this young man's jib. Anyway, he has a relentless pursuit motive. So it could have been that he pissed everybody off in practice, even the coach, like, man, why don't you just calm down? That's all right. We got something for you. I want him to get on this new tackle and just let's get both sides. Get both of them. One of them is sophomore, and the other one probably brand new to the SEC. I don't even know who's going to be on that left side over there now that Proctor's gone. So I like that. That I do like, because, you can get on some position coaches' nerve. Like, man, every time we run a play, man, you got to scrap it up. You waste time out here. Am I though, coach? Am I? Because South Carolina took a lot of beats. Anyway, number 10 on the list is Terrence Green, another defensive lineman. 6'5", 330. Nose tackle anybody? Coming over from Oregon, folks. Yeah. Got out the playoffs. Probably went home, see his parents, ate a good home-cooked meal, and came on down here as a redshirt freshman, man. Redshirt freshman, had 15 tackles, 1 tackle for loss last year as a freshman. Like I said, his stats compared to the last guy, he had 4 stars at Oregon last year. 3 years left. That man, I'm telling y'all got to get used to this. You got to get used to this rotation. Hey, man, the guys we bring out of high school right now, don't trust them. Don't trust them. Trust these guys. Half of them guys at the high school ain't gonna be here next year. And then let's not forget, some of them can't even play. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Some of them can't play. We bringing in 22, 23 players. Some of them ain't got it. I said it. So anyway, this guy is a massive anchor, impossible to move one-on-one, so he's gonna get a lot of double teams. I hope he can hold up. And this is your Tim Keenan replacement for the next 3 years, hopefully, or at least 2 more before we send him up to the NFL. If we can get 2 years out of this guy, that means a lot. They say he needs some more conditioning for 4-quarter play. I thought he was out there at the track team with Oregon. What's going on? Why didn't get that man in shape? His stampede factor is a 5 because he's a space eater who uses his size to deliver Heavy, punishing blows. Yeah, you put your center in front of him if you want to, it's going to be sitting in your quarterback's lap at the University of Alabama. That's all I got to say about it. Next up, Ethan Fields. A massive offensive lineman, 6'3", 320, coming over from Ole Miss. That's right, jumped out the playoff and jumped right over here to the Tide. He's been a rotational interior lineman over there for that high-powered offense. 8 career starts. He has 2 years left. He's superlative. He has an elite shot-putting background. Why is that important? You gotta have strong legs, and you definitely have to have a strong upper body to get that big old 16-pound piece of lead, whatever it is, steel down the field. So I like that. His strengths are his brute force, explosive power in the running game, and he's a mauler. He's a mauler mentality. Because we didn't have no maulers. Let's be honest. We didn't have straight up maulers. The only mauler I think we really truly had on that offensive line didn't play a lot. That was Jaden Robinson. He was hurt, but he squats 900 pounds and he barely played. I don't know why. I can't. If he goes to the NFL, he's all pro in 3 years. Remember, Kapilovic or Kapilovic, whatever his name is, Grubb, didn't get that man ready. But mostly Coach Chris Kapilovic or Kapilovic. I don't know how you pronounce his name. It's his fault. His fault. Because that man he's a mauler. He just is. His area for improvement is his pass protection footwork. We got some stuff helping with that. Got a cattle prod or two, some gunpowder, some firecrackers we can throw at your feet. Anyway, his stampede factor is a 6. That's nasty. He plays with an intention to pancake and embarrass defenders. I like that. That's a description. See, that's pulled right out of an article somewhere. Somebody watching him play. Just hope he ain't lying to them. They hope the guy that wrote that line, I hope he don't play or work for Pro Football Focus, because we know they just be throwing words on paper. Next up, guy who was on the University of Alabama's verbal commitment list all the way for the class of 2025. Then he switched over to Michigan, out of Ryan, Texas. Mr. Ty Haywood has decided to come on to Alabama anyway. 6'5", 310. He was a 5-star. He is nasty. He redshirted, but he appeared in 3 games, 0 starts. Now they say 3 games. Yeah, less than 3 games. He got 4 years left. He's, like I say, 5-star athleticism. This man in high school, on the high school level, he had the technical stuff down pat, but he was also nasty. He used to just try to hurt people's kids like he's supposed to out there on the football field. He could be a future cornerstone for the offensive line, but he needs to, his areas of improvement are from play to play, his focus and technique, just making it consistent, playing through that transition that gets you over to college, that makes you into a man on the football field that can play for the Tide. But coming from Michigan, his stampede factor is a 6. Because I ain't trying to be funny. Michigan in their trenches, they don't play, which we should know. We know very well 2 times in a row, they don't play in them trenches. All that stuff you do on the outside of them trenches, the offense, defense, that's on you. Hey, if you can get away with it, get it. But Michigan in the trenches, they practices they couldn't have been nice. You're talking about iron sharpening iron. I can tell it's in the NFL. It was all over our team in that bowl last year, and it was all over the place. Anyway, next up, interior lineman, Caden Strayhorn, interior offensive lineman, 6'2", 308. He's coming down from Michigan as well. Now, he was playing with one of the guys, either Simmons or Carroll. I don't know which one. I think it's Simmons. London Simmons. Yeah, he played with him at IMG Academy. So he's coming back down there. He played significant snaps at the Citrus Bowl versus Texas. 0 starts, 4 years left. His father was a Michigan State captain. So, was probably told him what to do. This guy has elite hands. He's a high IQ bully in the middle of the line. I like that. He's going to have to adjust to SEC speed, but I don't know. Will he? I can say anytime you see SEC, I'm gonna say it with just a little doubt in there. Now, as far as the stampede factor, this guy has a stampede factor. Remember, the stampede factor runs from 1 through 7. This man has a stampede factor of 6 because he's described as exceptionally aggressive when he was at IMG, and he is a frequent practice fight initiator. Oh yeah, we're gonna fight, brother. We're gonna fight. We're gonna make each other better. Next up, Caleb Woodson, linebacker, 6'3", 230, coming over Virginia Tech. He had 152 career tackles, 11.5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. He's had 20 stars. He has 1 year left. Kind of reminds me of Nikhai Hill-Green. Nikhai Hill-Green really helped to fill in the voids, the rotation between Lawson and Jefferson. We really need a guy like this. Who knows? The way our linebacker room look, which I need to do a breakdown on our rooms as well. I need to do individual player breakdowns. I need to do room breakdowns as we go into the spring to see who we got, who's left. Because I don't know who's going to play in the middle of this year. Who's going to be the green dot guy? Now, Caleb Woodson's strength are that he has great sideline to sideline speed, something that Lawson was known for, and he's a clinical tackler, something also that Lawson is known for, as well as Jefferson. He brings leadership and high volume tackling presence to the defense. Now, they say his areas for improvement, I do not like, is shedding blocks from elite offensive guards. He may see a few of them, so he's definitely got to work on that. Now, his stampede factor is a 6. He plays with a massive chip on his shoulder, and he's known for having punishing hits in the open field. But that was in the ACC. Miami's in the ACC. So that could be good. That could be an area of question, I'll say. Next up, Noah Rogers. Thank God. This is one of the 7, man. This is one of the 7 receivers that we got coming in, 6'2", 197, coming in from NC State by way of Ohio State. Last year, he had 33 receptions, 441 yards, 2 touchdowns, 13 stars. He has 2 years left. Just like Isaiah Horton did. He has sub 4.5 speed. He's a little big for have sub 4.5. That's something else. That may be a sort of a Cam Coleman replacement, to be honest. But I think, Cam Coleman running 4.3. I'm not sure. They say he has elite ball skills when it comes to 50-50 balls. So that means just chuck it to me, Bo. He brings a true wide receiver 1 threat to stretch college defenses. They say he needs work on his physicality against the press. It's probably because he's more like a sprinter body, but we can work on that. Just use your hands to get freed up, man. But I hope he can block. Now, his stampede factor is a 5 because he's an alpha receiver who plays with intense passion. Are we talking like George Perkins, Michael Irvin type of passion? You know what I'm saying? That could be problematic, but we'll take it. We don't need no prima donnas at the wide receiver position, but we do need wide receivers. So I guess we got to take what we can get. And I think it's 16, last up. Nick Brooks. This man caused a firestorm when he just made his decision to join the University of Alabama. 6'7", 350 pounds, counting like a Caden Proctor replacement, you ask me. He's coming over from Texas, from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Caden Proctor's from Iowa. It just reminds me. He had 2 stars at right tackle. That's over on this side. Rotational play all along throughout the year. He has 3 years left. He has what they call terrifying size. That's already a good thing. And functional old school strength. I mean, he's not just strong in a way that's, according to our coaches, like Jaden Roberts, 900-pound squat, barely saw the field. It's just facts. 900, didn't play a lot. But he has functional old school strength, so I like that. So he brings a physical intimidation factor that Bama needs on the edge. You dang on right on that one. But we got the freshman over there, so I'm wondering what they're going to do. Are they going to move the freshman over to this side or move this guy to the blind side? Oh, it's gonna be some battles out there all year long, and that's what we need. We need some battles. If you ain't tough enough, then you don't get it. I ain't talking about no battles against no dummies either. I ain't talking about no battles against no little poking sticks or battles against some cushions and stuff. We need some battles of man on man early in the doggone spring. Hitting. You get hurt, get better, or get gone. It just is what it is. They say he needs some areas for improvement is weight management and leverage. Weight management and leverage. So 350, 6'7" is not a great thing. However, he's the only person on my list that has a stampede factor of step. The media reports for Austin, they describe him as the nastiest man on the practice field. He plays with intention, with the intention to deliver pain every down. Now, Coach Deboer, don't rob that man. Don't rob that man of his Coach Kapilova. Ryan Grubb, do not rob this man of what we have here. This is great. We need more like this. I need him working with our doggone defensive linemen to make sure they ready to go. If he can put them on their butt 3 or 4 times a week in the spring, maybe they'll be ready come fall. Because we got to get nasty, folks. The name of the game is not money. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty. You still got to execute. All this stuff with Signetti, I looked at, yeah, they're a little older. They definitely got experience that you can't match. If they actually have 52 players with 30 games of playing experience, it's hard to just go out and match that. Over time, you can build up to that, and you can keep it going out of the portal with less high school players. But if you nasty enough, there ain't that much difference between age, and their team was like a year older than this one, than Alabama's. But one thing you cannot do people on is straight aggressiveness and nastiness. And that's what we need with the Crimson Tide. We need some people that's nasty, that's going to just go out and set to destroy people. Because we ain't been doing that. No. We need some people that's like, oh, first half, like, oh, man, this is going to be tough. Oh, man, they're not even getting tired in the second quarter. To the third quarter, they be like, man, is it worth it? Is it worth it to be out here battling against the Crimson Tide like this? This don't make no sense. My mama didn't send me to school for that stuff. That's all I got for now, man. Like I said, I got another segment coming up. Please hit that like button. Tell your friends about us. Subscribe, all that. I love it. Let's have a great 2026. Let's get the Crimson Tide to where it needs to be. And as always remember, roll, tide, roll.